Ito po ang inyong Tito Math. I hope makakatulong itong video na ito sa inyong pag-aaral. Ang lesson natin for today is forms of linear equation in two variables. Simulan na natin. Nung nakaraang lesson natin, Introduction to Linear Equations in Two Variables, tinignan natin ang general form or standard form of a linear equation in the form of ax plus by equals c. Inalam din natin kung ano yung tatlong bagay that will make an equation linear. Una, dapat meron tayong two expressions connected by an equals sign. Sa standard form, ang expression on the left-hand side of the equation is ax plus by. Ang expression on the right-hand side of the equation is the constant c, which is a single term. Dito naman sa slope-intercept form, yung left-hand side of the equation is made up of a single term variable na y. On the right-hand side of the equation is mx plus b, two terms. Sa point-slope form, meron tayong simple expression na y minus y1 on the left-hand side of the equation. Yung nasa right-hand side natin is a complex expression which is m parenthesis x minus x1, close parenthesis. Pangalawa, sabi natin, a linear equation must have variables x and y with exponent of 1. So, sa general form, ito yung x and y natin. Sa slope-intercept form, ito naman yung x and y natin. At sa point-slope, medyo nakakalito dahil sa representation, ang x and y na variables natin are ito. Take note na ang x1, y1 ay hindi variables. I repeat, x1 and y1 are not variables. Pangatlo, a linear equation must have constants which are real numbers. Sa general form, ang ating constants ay a, b, and c. Sa slope-intercept form, m and b naman. Sa point-slope form, m at saka x1 and y1. Take note na ang x1 and y1 are constants. And also remember na yung mga constants, pag sa written equation na, hindi nyo na makikita na a, b, c, m, x1, and y1. Ang makikita nyo na lang are real numbers. Tignan natin ang example ng standard form gamit ang whole numbers para sa ating constants. 2x plus 3y equals 4. Constants na nakadikit sa x and y variables are what we call coefficient. Sa equation na ito, ang coefficient of x is 2. Ang coefficient of y is 3. Sa slope-intercept form, ang example natin will take the form y equals 2x plus 4. Ang coefficient of x is 2. Ang coefficient of y is 1. Hindi na natin sinusulat ang 1 as a coefficient dahil sa tinatawag na identity property of multiplication. Ang sabi sa identity property of multiplication, any number multiplied by 1 is itself. For example, 1 times 7 equals 7. 1 times 0.00123 equals 0.00123. 1 times y equals y. So, hindi na natin isusulat ang 1, pero understood na iyon ang coefficient of y. Sa point-slope form, gamit ulit ang mga constants na 2, 3, at 4, pwede nating isulat ang equation as y minus 3 equals 2 parenthesis x minus 4 close parenthesis. Dito, ang coefficient of x is 2 dahil sa distributive property of multiplication. Ang coefficient naman of y is 1 dahil sa identity property of multiplication. Pag format ng equation ang pinag-uusapan, madaling tandaan na ito ay nasa standard form. Una, ang coefficient of y is any real number kahit pa 1. Pangalawa, ang x and y variables natin ay parehong nasa kaliwa ng equal sign. Ang palatandaan naman ng slope form, slope-intercept o point-slope form, ang variable y natin, ang coefficient ay 1. Hindi pwedeng ibang values. Pangalawa, magkahiwalay ang x and y variables. Ang y ay nasa kaliwa at ang x ay nasa kanan. Pag meaning naman ng constant values sa linear equation ang pinag-uusapan, sa standard form, ang a, b, and c, walang special meaning yon. Sa slope form, slope-intercept at point-slope form, ang mga constants represent properties of the line. Yung coefficient of x, which is m, represents the slope of the line. B represents the y-intercept. At yung x1, y1 is an ordered pair or a coordinate of a point along the line. I-discuss natin itong properties of a line sa next tutorial video natin na plotting the graph of a linear equation. Subukan naman natin kung naintindihan nyo ba yung diniscuss natin today. Sabihin niyo kung anong format ng nakasulat na equation. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, yan muna for today. Ito po ulit ang inyong Tito Math. I hope nakatulong itong video na ito sa inyong pag-aaral. Malaking bagay sa akin kung ilalike ninyo ang video na ito. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button para sa mga susunod nating tutorial videos. Thanks you guys for watching. God bless.